All right, everybody, here we go. Google Calendar. I have been working on this over the weekend. I think I got this figured out. So, over at the Music Academy, now you'll be able to see what rooms are available at what times, at what days, and what rooms are not available. So, get yourself your coffee, um, a nightcap, potato chips, whatever you need. This is going to be about 10 minutes long. So, this is for you guys so that you don't have to mess around with trying to call anybody and go, oh man, there's a room available or not. So, you're going to get an email that's going to say that I shared a calendar with you. All right. Add this calendar, view this calendar. You'll want to add it at first so you have it. But you can always keep this email and just click on view this calendar and it'll still take you to the calendar and you can edit, the calendar from there. There's the month, you can switch the month. If we're not in July anymore, you can go to August and there's August, all right? What I did is I color coded the studios. So every studio looks different on the little dots here, all right? Don't worry about the names, right? I mean, it's just me just messing around, just trying to get this thing to work before sending this to you guys. So I actually had an idea of how to do it. But I created all these different rooms and I put descriptions next to them. So, Studio A, if I move my little mouse thing, front left, it's when you first walk in. And that would be to the left is Joe Sanders, where he usually is. If you walk further down the hallway, that's the back left. That would be where Phil usually is. Back right, usually where Emma is. Front right is where the keyboard is. So all these different studios, I put the descriptions, drum room, drum hallway. That studio A1 is in the hallway by the bathroom. And you'll see the names. So I'm going to show you exactly, this is what it's going to look like when you guys get this thing going. But I'm going to show you more importantly how to put in the schedule a lesson. So let's say that we are doing a lesson. I have something scheduled and I want to do it on Wednesday the 3rd. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll click on Wednesday the 3rd. And it brings me up add title and time. So what I would do is I would put a name in there. So let's say we do Emma. So we'll write in Emma. Okay, so now Emma is in there. And once we do that, let's say Emma's time is at like 2 p.m. So I hit add time. Okay, click on that. And it came up as 3 p.m. So we want to change it to 2 p.m. It's at 2 p.m. and see how it automatically put an hour in there? It might be, but maybe it's 2 till 2:30. So let's change that. Click on that, we'll do 2:30. All right, so now she's got 2 till 2:30 on Wednesday, August 3rd. This is a cool little feature that does not repeat. So let's say it's just her first lesson with somebody and she doesn't really know if this person's going to come back or not yet. Although we know they're coming back because they're going to love Emma. But let's just say for sake of this thing that we don't know, and we're just going to keep it as does not repeat, right? And we'll just keep that. And then we go down to the circle thing, right? Because Emma wants to be in the room that she's usually in because all of her stuff, her duck is in there. Her special keyboard is in there. So what you do is you go down to this bottom part that says Beretta Music Academy with the little colored code. Click on the name. All right? And then when you click on the name, it gives you the options of the different rooms. We know that she's in the back right. So we're going to click on Studio D. See how it gave the color? So that red color is associated with Studio D. And it's going to come up on the calendar right there. All right? And then we save it. And once you save it, boom, that's it. She's in there on Wednesday the 3rd. All right, so cool. So now let's say Emma's lesson went awesome. And this person is coming back and they want to come back every Wednesday at 2 p.m. So what you can do is she can actually even just click on the Wednesday the 3rd instead of starting over on the 10th. She can click on the 3rd. And it says Wednesday 3rd, right? There's a little pencil here for edit event. And let's say we know what they're going to do now. They're coming back every week. And here we go. We got this little spot here that says does not repeat. You click on that. Well, this person's coming back every Wednesday at that time, weekly on Wednesday. So click on weekly on Wednesday. And let's say, they change their mind. They don't want to do a half an hour. They want to do an hour. We love our lesson with Emma. All right. Click on it, 2 to 3. Okay, you always got to remember you got to save this thing when you do it. Oh, and here's one other thing that I didn't mention before. There's a spot on here that says busy right underneath the studio. You want that to say busy because this one says free. And that would mean that the room's available. We want to make sure that that thing is always on busy so you guys know. I don't think it might not make a difference anyway, but I would just make sure it's on busy. And then hit save. Now look what happened. Every Wednesday at 2 p.m., Emma is in that red color-coded, which is the Studio D in the back right. Done. Okay? And if you go to September, she's still in there. You go to November, December, she's still in there. So it does it continuously for whenever it is that you take it out of the schedule. Let's see if there's anything else with this. So what I would do is, I don't mind that everybody is using whatever room that they want. I think what we should do is Emma's got her particular stuff in that back right room, which is Studio D. So she should be scheduling Studio D first, as much as, she should be scheduling everything over there so she doesn't have to be moving her stuff. Same thing with Phil. Phil's got a particular speaker system that he's got going on in his room. So I would say that room should be more for him unless you need a room and then you see, oh, it's available. And then you could, put the thing in there that you're going to be doing a lesson at that time because Phil's not there. But I would say for Peter, Miles, and Joe to be scheduling in the Studio A front left room as much as possible. And then when there is not availability and you guys need another room, you got all the other rooms. You got B, C, and D. And what I did was not the Studio B squared room, but Studio A1. That's the one that's right by, and some of you might not even know it's there. It's right by the bathroom in the hallway. And I moved a bunch of stuff to the back of that room to give you room. So if for whatever case, if all of a sudden all the rooms were busy on that one side and you needed to do a guitar lesson over there, you can schedule it over there. I moved everything aside for right now. I've been planning on using it as a technique room, but in the meantime, I just wanted to make sure that there weren't going to be no issues. I think this is going to do the trick. Use the calendar because that's the only reason I did this was so that you guys know when rooms are available. Because if you don't put the schedule in there, then this is basically not going to work. So it should work fine. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to let me know. Hopefully this helps some other people out. Like I said, I'll probably just put this on YouTube so there's a video on so people can actually see what to do. And that is that. So happy scheduling.